Marlon, where are we going?
Alvin, you need to get off my back.
No, I don't want to
Yes.
get off your back.
You have your legs, you can have your own walk.
No, I need help to get there. You
Let
have
me
to help
go.
me. No, put me that way. Let's
Let
go
me
that
go. I got things to take care of on my own.
way. Never,
Hey.
never,
Hey.
never.
Let me go.
Good morning and happy Monday, Optiminds. We hope you enjoyed that intro. I'll let you take over.
I'm gonna do a massage after that. Like, my back is so sore. Alvin,
I mean, that's why I'm here.
anyways.
Carry on, carry on. Carry on. You know, I could feel tension. Okay. Okay, business. Okay, sorry about that.
So, on the skit, clearly Alvin was having a hard time letting go of me, a person that was supporting him, right? So, what you might ask yourself, I get the skit, but what is it behind it? So, today we actually want to talk about what it's being codependent. I see this so much around people being codependent with each other. It could be in friendships, it could be in love relationships, it could be in family with family members, co-workers, people being just so codependent on each other that they lose themselves in it, right?
Big time.
So with that being said, again, you guys know that I love going into definitions and all of that sort of thing, right? So I'll start with a question. Do you have your own independence? Question mark, right? It's July for us Americans, Independence Day. So a codependent is someone who cannot function on their own and whose thinking and behavior is instead organized around another person, process, or substance. Usually, codependence place a lower priority on their own needs while being excessively preoccupied with the need of others, right? Now, like I just said, we see this in relationships. For example, a simple explanation of codependency is seeking love based on feelings of insecurity I can never pronounce that word.
Inadequacies.
There you go. A codependent person looks to their partner to repair their self-esteem, to alleviate their pain, and complete their inner emptiness, right?
Okay. I was going to add to this, but okay.
Go for it. I was gonna ask you.
Okay, yeah. All right. So, because I know a lot of people who I'm just like, yes, yes, and yes. Okay. No one is saying you can't be with the other person and do things with them. That is not at all what we're saying. At least my understanding of this whole topic is it's saying don't forget who you are and lose who you are, because this other person's with you because you bring something that adds value to their life. So what are you going to add to their life? What are they going to add to your life? If you're sitting around waiting half the time of, where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're not here. Oh, you're not here. Okay, that's an issue. That is a big issue. First of all, if they do it last minute, you're in the right, they're in the wrong. I'll tell you that much. But if you plan it, okay, fine. But it's all about balance. So, like, to his point, if you're going to be like, you said something about like, okay, I'm going out with my friends. I'm going out with this person. Okay, I'm going to go play football. I'm going to play this and whatever the case is, right? Like, it's like, well, do you want to be with me? What do you want to do with me? If we're going out or whatever the case is. Or in the other spectrum, it's, let's always be together 24/7. Just shoot me now. So we joke about this, but no way in hell do I want to be 24/7 with someone. Oh, no. Space is a good thing, but moderation, carry on.
Not only that, I'm going to refer to my notes here. What ends up happening is that partner, your partner, the person that you will have codependency on, what ends up happening is that partner cannot be the person that they are. And instead, you are forcing, when you're doing that codependency, you're actually forcing the other person to have to fulfill a role now of what you desire to hear back from them. So basically now, it almost feels like you're in the other person feels like they're in a forced relationship now with you, because you're so codependent on them that now they have a role to fulfill.
And you're pushing them away.
And now your relationship feels like a job.
And that's not good.
Love.
And no bueno, no. Because I see this. I've been seeing it forever. And it's something, this is something that goes on from generation to generation.
Yeah, and what happens is, and then the codependent person, meaning the one that has the codependency, they keep working to try to please their partner to ensure that they get quote unquote the love that they crave. And it becomes a self-perpetuating habit with obsessive thoughts, with compulsive behaviors, and that is why codependency is also called, as we know it, like quote unquote love addiction.
It is a love addiction because when they don't get the attention they want because they give, guess what? Now they get upset. And if they keep it to themselves and stay quiet all the time, eventually the volcano blows up! I have witnessed this! And then they're like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm gonna do! He's gonna leave me! No, 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 no. Ah! Really? Like, honestly, really? Well, you know what? Maybe he wouldn't leave you, or she shouldn't leave you, or whatever the case is. He wouldn't leave me, or whatever. If you actually just like sat down and been like, look, if we're recurring the same pattern, clearly we need to do something about it. You know, if someone's still with you after all of that, they clearly love you. They clearly care about you. No one would sit there and go through all this if they didn't. So what we're trying to say is, don't lose sight. You know, out of sight.
So, Calvin, you just grabbed me like a volcano.
Hell yes, the volcano. I've seen that volcano erupt in many other people. Oh, wait. I know where they're gonna go with this one.
What?
You guys are talking as if you guys don't ever have these issues or whatever. I can speak for myself. Been there, done that.
I had a relationship of 5 long-lasting years, and this person became codependent on myself, and unfortunately I didn't know what codependency was then, and I felt, that's why I'm telling you, the relationship felt like it was a job, like a task that I started to actually dislike, and before it became into something that I will hate, I rather cut it from the root.
Yeah, but you're smart that you caught that early on, whereas me, that person I just spoke about, the whole volcano, the erupting, all of that.
Like a river, Tokyo.
That was me. You know, that was me earlier on. And it's you give, and then you get upset. So when I say I understand. But to Marlon's point, had I not gone through these things, I wouldn't be here standing right now saying that I found myself again.
And you might ask yourself, and I'm going to refer to my notes again because it's a very complex topic, so I made sure I took my notes.
And I'll make sure he's not lecturing, I promise you.
So you might ask yourself, well, Marlon, how can I tell the difference between healthy love and codependency?
Tell us.
People, right, when you first like somebody, you think, oh my God, she's so pretty, he's so hot, blah, 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 right? So most people experience a surge of emotions when they first fall in love with someone, right? However, in healthy relationships, the initial euphoria settles down into a more calm content, right? With love addiction, however, the relationship is rooted in feelings of insecurity. Key, insecurity.
That's how you say
Another key, low self-esteem. And the result is that a codependent person loses a sense of themselves and focus completely on their partner's needs.
So this is the point that sends me away.
That's when you guys, you guys probably watching us, you probably have a friend that you're like, well, ever since she got with so-and-so, she changed. She never comes around anymore and hangs out with us. She's always away from her family. Why? Codependency.
And you can still be there for this person, but you need to balance. Because when something goes wrong, what do you think they do? Hi, how are you? It's been like a long time. Let's talk. Oh, hi. Who is this? Oh, you're alive.
So, strategies to overcome codependency if you suspect that you're a codependent person. Okay.
You're very passionate about this topic.
Don't be a people pleaser. Understand that you guys cannot please everyone. It's okay for your partner to feel disappointed or even upset with you occasionally, because that's why relationships are imperfect.
They shouldn't be perfect. There's something you work at. But I think Marlon's channeling something.
And don't feel guilt if you cannot always be there for your loved one. because there is going to be a point in time where you might not be able to be at that right specific moment with that person when a certain challenge occur. Maybe you're at work, maybe depending on the type of work that you have, maybe you are a surgical tech and you were in a surgery with a surgeon and you cannot pick up the phone.
I'm sorry for what happened. It's good.
The
though.
other
You're
one,
right.
put yourself first, people. That's a second tip.
Yeah.
Always put yourself first. Own your happiness. Your happiness shouldn't depend on whether your partner is happy or not. Like I said, arguments are healthy in a relationship. When you disagree and walk away, that's normal. Let the dust settle and then discuss the problem rationally.
I'm sorry, but I have to interject with this. Yes. So basically, you were saying that how arguments are normal, and what is it else that you said here?
Disappointment.
Disappointment. Yes, arguments are normal, but if you're having the same argument over and over,
it's also not normal.
that's
people.
not normal,
Exactly.
okay? Don't take his words literal like that. Understand what we're saying is that if there's a disagreement, there's a reason. Understand where it's coming from, but the other person needs to not make you go in circles and dance to just come out and say, hey, can we talk? This is what is going on. I feel like when people just are open, direct, and not like one-on-one, not in a crowd, not in a restaurant, not in a public setting.
Not at the club or
Not
at
in a
the
club throwing drinks at people and other things. Like just being one-on-one and be like, this is what I'm feeling. Because at the end of the day, we're talking about your feelings, and that's where people go, woo, crazy, especially in a full moon.
And the other tip that I always say is love yourself. The biggest issue with codependency is focusing too much on your partner, yet you cannot be a good partner to your loved one if you do not love yourself first. Spend time with your family, with your friends. Adopt a hobby. Embrace yourself. Don't make your partner the center of the universe. Because yes, they might be, your priority on your priority list, right? Your partner, your kids, your partner, your family members, your friends, right? Yes, we all have a list of priorities, but make sure that this person is not the core or the center of your actual life, because you should be the one at the core of your life, because you're the only one that's walking on your own feet, right?
And let me add to what he is saying here, because I can already hear the voices. You're not in a relationship. You're not with anyone. When you're with someone, then you'll understand. You can't understand. Redress this. You've been there and done that.
Been there for 5 years, done that for 5 years. Then I've done that for 3 other years with somebody else, and then did it for half a year with somebody
What was
else.
your biggest mistake?
Biggest mistake, again, having my partner become codependent on me for those 5 years. That very first partner.
So if you had to redo it again, you would back in time.
Walk away. Walk away.
But that's not the
Let me just
solution. If
keep
something
going.
goes wrong, we're not saying, okay, I'm done.
Right.
I'm girl, bye. No.
if you listen,
we're not saying that.
If you're already in a relationship and you know for a fact, oh my gosh, we do have codependency on each other, I just didn't figure it out, then the first step is actually what? Acceptance, right? You're accepting that something is up. And yeah, and when you accept it, that's the first step that you can already start taking towards not being codependent on each other. That when you actually spend time with each other is actually because you guys are enjoying it, not because I am obligated to have to do this task with my partner,
Obligation,
otherwise
right.
he's upset.
No, exactly. So ask yourself these questions, like when you're meeting somebody, or you're like, in this relationship, what Marlon is saying and what I'm saying. Ask yourself, like, what am I doing to help this person? What is this person doing to help me? In terms of, are you making me smile? Are you making me cry more? Are you making me stress? Or are you making me not stress? Why are you making me stress? And what am I doing to invent things that don't exist? These are the questions I want you to start stirring
And
in
the
your
last
mind.
tip is beware of abusive behavior, because people with love addiction often put up with all kinds of unhealthy behaviors, such as being okay with cheating, being okay with physical or verbal abuse by their partners. Codependent even individuals convince themselves that they can change their partner. And it is important to know that you can that it's okay to walk away from an abusive relationship and get the support that you need if you are part of an abusive relationship. A lot of people say, well, he's gonna change,
No.
she's gonna change. years start going by, months start going by, and guess what? The behavior, instead of getting, it might seem that the other person will tell you, yes, I'm gonna do the change. They make a change and it's good for like 2-3 weeks, and then you're back to square one.
Yes.
So if you see that pattern, I'm sorry, but you're being abused, and maybe it's time for you to assess whether or not you really want to be with this person and be abused. Because at the end of the day, you want to have what I always preach over and over and over. You want to have inner peace.
You always say that.
Right? You wanna get to your home, and you wanna be with somebody that actually radiates to you peace, that you feel so good being around them. You don't want to get home and be around someone who is bringing you
Bad energy.
And constant drama over and over the same thing, or over the same subject.
He talks about inner peace. I talk about I like to watch my drama, especially on Bravo. And the Housewives, all that stuff, family karma. You gotta do something about this.
Leave the codependency issues to the housewives.
Yeah,
okay?
especially the Atlanta. You leave it to them, because watch your drama on TV, don't live it. And I'm telling you, the moment I smell the drama after what I went through in my 20s, when you get to a point in your life, you're done with this. Like, done.
So anyways, guys, I think we went overboard with time today.
This is a big topic.
We wanted to touch this subject for a really long time, and we finally did.
Yes.
We love you guys. Stay tuned. And again, give us a like, comment, and go ahead and follow us, and we'll see you next week.
Merci beaucoup, on vous aime.
What?
Merci beaucoup. He still has to learn French. Okay, we have a lot more to talk about.
Español, no joda.
Okay, te amo. Ciao. Bye.